In September and early October 1945, Kiai Asad led the disarmament of Japanese troops in Garahan, Jember, East Java. This action was taken after the Japanese troops refused to hand over their weapons to the troops led by Kiai Asad Syamsul Arifin. After their weapons were disarmed, the Japanese troops were then dispatched by train to Surabaya. On November tahun 1945, he assisted in the battle in Surabaya by sending members of the Vanguard and troops from Sabilillah Situbondo as well as those from Bondowoso to the Tanjung Perak area. The troops he sent were involved in a first battle at the Red Bridge. In the Battle of Surabaya, Kiai Asad Syamsul Arifin was assisted by several other Kiai, Sukas, Kiai Gufron, Kiai Ridwan, Kiai Ali, Kiai Muhammad Sedayu, Kiai Maksum, and Kiai Mahrus. During the Physical Revolution in tahun 1945 sampai tahun 1949, Kiai Asad Syamsul Arifin led a guerrilla war in several areas of the Besuki Residency. In the guerrilla war, he and his vanguard stole weapons belonging to the Dutch troops in the Dabasah Bondowoso gunhouse area, around the end of Juli 1947. The stolen weapons were then distributed to the vanguard members. These weapons were eventually used to block the advance of the Dutch troops. In tahun 1956 sampai tahun 1957, he was appointed personal advisor to Deputy Prime Minister Kiai Haji Idam Khalid in the Ali Sastroamijoyo Cabinet. Furthermore, in tahun 1957 sampai tahun 1959 he was appointed as a constituent member of the Nahdlatul Ulama Party, NU. Other positions he has held include advisor to several NU administrators and politicians, including Suchan Z. In 1975, he co-founded the Indonesian Ulema Council (MUI). In the following year until his pass away, Kiai Asad Syamsul Arifin developed more education at the pesantren he led. Kiai Asad Syamsul Arifin pass away on August 4, 1990 and was buried in Situbondo, East Java. This book is in Madurese language, written in Arabic letters, measuring 15 kali 21,5 cm, and is 31 pages thick. Written on the eve of the first general election, 15 Desember 1955. This book, originally titled At-Tajlib al-Barokah fi Fadli as-Sa'i wa al-Harokah, contains several verses of the Quran and the Prophet's hadith about the origin of life, farming and seeking other sustenance. In this book, Kiai Asad positioned himself more as a moral scholar, not at the level of the concept of Islamic economic strategy. Kiai Asad explained, human life has been provided by Allah. Humans as Khalifah of Allah on earth are recommended by Allah to explore and manage His created nature as an economic source, be it land, sea, air, plants and so on. This poem, which is written in Arabic script, is in Madurese language. About 232 lines. This poem was written in the month of Ramadan, the year it was not found. This book can provide information that Kiai Asad is also a poet and has a taste for art. This book is only a small part of his artistic works, which have been recorded or can be found. This book also indicates Kiai Asad as a social observer, especially youth issues, accompanied by advice that is not too patronizing but interspersed with quite fresh humor. Among its contents, a glimpse of Kiai Asad, advice for young people from the procedures for studying, the condition of bachelors who are covered in lifeless cloth while sleeping, even though they are pillow but have no taste, and finally how miserable they are when they are sick because there is no one to serve, let alone a spoiled friend, to the procedures for choosing a mate. While in the matter of the procedure for studying in pesantren, Kiai Asad recommends that before studying parents and their children face the teacher, surrender to the world and the hereafter. Always say good, study hard, and often read the Quran. No less interesting, Kiai Asad recommends that we maintain health, even obliged to provide medicines and must know health sciences. Book Measuring 16, 5 x 21,5 cm thick 19 pages. Written in Arabic letters. At the beginning of the book that discusses Friday prayers, it contains quotes from scholars from 11 books, among them, Fiqh al-Madzahib al-Arba'ah and Nihaya al-Muhtaj, without being translated. Kiai Asad then explained in Madurese, the history of Friday prayers in one mosque. Then for several reasons Kiai Asad mentions 6 reasons it is in a large and densely populated area that Friday prayers are allowed in several places. This book ends on page 13. While pages 14-19 contain the problem of pilgrimage to the grave and istighosah. To strengthen his argument, Kiai Asad referred to the Quran, Hadith, and several prominent scholars. Basically, istighosah is the same as tawassul, that is asking for help from other people, prophets, scholars and saints, but in essence, who gives help from Allah. Book Measuring 16, 5 x 21,5 cm thick 19 pages. Written in Arabic letters. At the beginning of the book that discusses Friday prayers, it contains quotes from scholars from 11 books, among them, Fiqh al-Madzahib al-Arba'ah and Nihaya al-Muhtaj, without being translated. Kiai Asad then explained in Madurese, the history of Friday prayers in one mosque. Then for several reasons Kiai Asad mentions 6 reasons it is in a large and densely populated area that Friday prayers are allowed in several places. This book ends on page 13. While pages 14-19 contain the problem of pilgrimage to the grave and istighosah. To strengthen his argument, Kiai Asad referred to the Quran, Hadith, and several prominent scholars. Basically, istighosah is the same as tawassul, that is asking for help from other people, prophets, scholars and saints, but in essence, who gives help from Allah. This book tells about the journey of the Isra, Miraj of the Prophet Muhammad SAW, written in Arabic letters and in Madurese language, written on 27 Syawal 1391 H or Desember 17, 1971, measuring 15 x 21,5 cm, and 21 pages thick. This book describes the events of the Prophet's Isra Miraj. At the end of his writing, Kiai Asad hopes that readers will provide input in the form of suggestions and corrections to his work. Besides that, he called on Muslim brothers to be real men. Real men are people who know their obligations and duties as men. Likewise for Muslims to become real women who can know the essence of being a woman. This book measures 14, 5 x 21 cm. 21 pages thick. This book is written in Arabic letters and in Indonesian. In the foreword it is explained that the material of this book comes from the book Mafahim Yajib an Tushahah by Sayyid Muhammad bin Alwi al-Maliki and several other books and scholars. This book contains 3 topics. The first is the issue of the nature of Asy'ariyah, understanding the thought of Imam al-Asy'ari and his followers. The second is about Qadaniyah or Ahmadiyah, and the third is discussing a bit of creed, Sharia and the morals of Ahlus Sunnah congregation. This book is 43 pages thick, measuring 15, 5 x 21 cm using Arabic script in Indonesian, which discusses the history of the Wali Songo and the figures who spread Islam on the islands of Java and Madura. In this book, according to Kiai Asad, after the prophets passed away, the companions held deliberations to spread Islam to various countries. This book also discusses the key to success in the way of preaching Wali Songo, which uses a direct approach to the community with full effort and praying accompanied by patience, workat etc. At the end of the article, Kiai Asad describes the scholar, especially the children and grandchildren of Wali Songo and his followers who spread Islam so that they could produce hundreds of pesantren and madrasas in Indonesia. Muhammad Khalil Bangkalan, Kiai Haji Hashim Asy'ari and Othar Kiai. In Kiai Asad's view, the term Wali Songo does not mean there are 9 people but 9 in rank, degree, and influence. This Madura language book is 42 pages thick. This book is written in Arabic letters and is addressed to Sukorejo students who have entered the community. Moreover, in today's society there are several attempts to undermine and destroy Islam. This book discusses the science of monotheism but focuses more on the problem of Sufism. For example, discussing the level of faith, the kinds of panafilah, the purpose of entering the tarekat teacher, and waliullah. According to Kiai Asad, there are 2 meanings of waliullah. First, wali means a person who is made loved by Allah. The 2 guardians mean people who are always obedient without having time to commit immorality. In this book, Kiai Asad also reminds us not to us to be secret and famous. But we pray to be people who love and are pleased with Allah. According to Kiai Asad, if someone claims to be a guardian, that person is actually not a guardian. Kiai Asad is a great cleric who is credited with founding the new organization, and fighting for independence and education in Indonesia. He instilled the values of patriotism through pesantren with his father, Kiai Syamsul Arifin in 1914. Kiai Asad also together with new scholar formed Sabilillah and Hezbollah. In fact, Kiai Asad became the leader of Sabilillah in East Java. When Nu decided to become a political party and left Mas Juni in 1952, Kiai Asad and the Nusantara Ulama developed and expanded their service to state politics which previously only focused on national and populist politics. Even in tahun 1957 sampai tahun 1959 Kiai Asad became a campaigner for the new party and was trusted to carry out the mandate as a personal advisor to the then Deputy Prime Minister, Kiai Haji Idam Halid.